Hello students, welcome to APG Pathshala. I am Dr. Arun Singh Thakur from University Institute of Hotel and Tourism Management, Punjab University, Chandigarh. The present module focuses upon highlighting the importance of Indian Railways for the promotion and the development of tourism industry in India. After studying this unit, you will be able to understand the role of Indian Railways in tourism development, know about the various heritage and mountain railways of India, know about the other trains which are popular among the tourists in India. So, let us start with the main content of the module. Tourism is one of the fastest growing segments of the world economy with the enormous potential further to generate the employment and the growth of the service sector. Earlier, the most of the tourist arrivals were there in the developed countries, but now the term is for the developing countries to share the growth of the tourism industry. It is due to the result of the economic development globally. Tourism products have now become a commodity which is sold through the retail outlets and the departmental stores even in the many developed countries. The motivational factors and the reasons for travel to changed over the period of time. In India, the tourism industry is also instrumental in the growth pattern due to the increased disposable income, the socio-economic development of the country, increased level of education, and the information and communication technology advancements. The input of the government in the form of the Incredible India campaign, Atithi Devo Bhava, and the provision of enhanced finance in the annual budget is the another factors for the development of the tourism industry within India. The development in the infrastructure with the public-private partnership also provided the input for the India's sustained growth in the tourism sector. Then further, we will be discussing about the Indian Railways. The Indian Railways is the fourth largest railway network in the world, having 1,19,630 kilometers of total track with running track of 92,081 kilometers and a route of 66,687 kilometers. Indian Railway is also considered the backbone of the transport system within the country. It is owned by the government through the Ministry of Railways and is the largest single employer within the country and 8th largest employer in the world. According to the latest data, there are around 7,216 stations and the railway carry 8.1 billion passengers annually, which accounts for 22 million passengers in a day and 1.1 million tons of freight in a year. If we look back at the history of the railways in India, it was introduced in the year 1830 for the freight purposes and in the year 1853 for the passenger purposes, and the first train ran from Bombay to Thane. Now we shall be discussing the relationship between the Indian Railways and the tourism industry. The tourism in India cannot be possible without the train journey, since it is a commonly used mode of public transportation in the country. Trains are not only cheaper and reliable mode of transport in India, but also touch almost all important and less important places of tourism. They encourage tourism by offering different promotional schemes, the tour packages, special trains, charter trains, luxurious trains, coaches to the tourist, domestic as well as the foreigners. In the country like India, having a vast geographical structure, it cannot be possible to have a sustainable growth of tourism without the railways as a mode of transportation within the destinations and the country. Railways throughout the world offer a mass rapid transport systems. These are considered to be the most cost effective, convenient and eco-friendly transport system which can cover longer distances while providing enriching experience of travel. To explore the tourist resources of India, Indian Railways is the best option. That's the vast network spread over the all over the country and connecting most of the destinations. The large network also provides enriching experience to the tourist, giving an opportunity to interact with the local people and also to have the glimpses of the countryside during the journey. It is worthwhile to say that Indian Railways is the lifeline of the national and while playing an important role in the transporting people from one place to the another on the same time it played a very significant role in the transportation of goods all over the country. There is a tremendous role played by the Indian Railways in providing the primary transport for all type of tourists, be it international or domestic. Indian Railway also provide a significant role by offering promotional schemes from time to time, tour packages, running special tourist trains, charter trains which provide the glimpses of Indian culture and tradition to the tourist boarding them. Indian Railway Catering and Tourism Corporation IRCTC is the wing of Indian Railways which provide a wide range of luxury services to the tourist traveling within India. For catering the need of the tourism industry, Indian Railway run many tourist trains and the special category superfast trains along with the mountain railways in the different parts of the country. The exclusive train services offered by Indian Railways through IRCTC are as the first is the rail tour packages, then the Bharat Darshan tour packages, educational tour packages, hill charter packages, luxury tourist trains and the Buddhist circuit special tourist trains. Next, we shall be discussing about the mountain railways of India. The Indian Mountain Railways, one of the few narrow gauge lines in the world. These were built during the British colonial rule in the 19th and the early 20th century and since then they are catering to the needs of the local people and the tourist. They are 6 in number including the Kashmir Railway which was operational since 2005 across India and Indian Railways run them. They are the Nilgiri Mountain Railways which was constructed in 1908, the Kalka Shimla Mountain Railways which was built in 1898, then comes the Kashmir Railways built recently in 2005, then comes the Kangra Valley Railway which was built in 1924, then Darjeeling Himalayan Railways which was built in 1881. Then we will discuss very briefly about these railways along with some other mountain railways hereunder. The first is the Nilgiri Mountain Railways. Out of the 6 mountain railways in India, the Nilgiri Mountain Railways is the only one constructed on the meter gauge and probably it is the most advanced in terms of the technological aspects. The railway passes through the beautiful Nilgiri Hills in the Tamil Nadu and having single track of 46 km length. This track was initially proposed in 1854 but due to the challenges offered by the topography of the work, it only started in the year 1891 which was completed in 1908. The uphill journey in the Nilgiri Mountain Railway took around 5 hours which processes through 16 channels and 250 bridges. These railways is having the achievement of the tag given by UNESCO as World Heritage Site in July 2005. The next is the Kalka Shimla Mountain Railway. Shimla was the summer capital of the Britishers and in the present scenario is the famous destination for the holiday makers. Out of the many attractions, the one major attraction is the journey on board Heritage Kalka Shimla railway line. It was built in 1898 and covers a distance of 96 kilometers, crossing over 864 bridges and through 102 tunnels. This Himalayan railway line is also enjoys the status of UNESCO World Heritage Site. This train immediately climbs up after it starts from Kalka railway station and whistling through the deodar, pine and the oak trees with the speed of 22 kilometers per hour. It took around 4.5 hours to reach Shimla. After that, the Kashmir Railways. The recently constructed, strategically very important railways by the Government of India is the Kashmir Mountain Railways. The official name of this railway is Jammu Udhampur Srinagar Baramulla Railway Link, and it connects the Kashmir Valley with the rest of the country. The project of the Kashmir Railway was declared as a national project in 2002, considering the inhospitable terrain which presented the extreme challenges to this engineering project. Then another famous one is the Kangra Valley Railway. The Kangra Valley Railway line covers a distance of 163 km from Pathankot to Jogindernagar. The selection by the creators indeed praiseworthy as the railway crosses over the magnificence of the scenery, majesty of the northern mountain barriers, the beauty of its grandeur of the streams and the religious places in the Kangra Valley. This mountain railway run through a track of 142 km which encounter steep slopes and 971 uniquely designed bridges along with 2 tunnels also. The journey to the train also provides the spectacular view of the Dhauladhar range. After that, the famous Darjeeling Himalayan Railway. One of the most famous trains in India is the Darjeeling Himalayan Railway, which connects the town of New Jalpaiguri with Darjeeling. The journey process through the breathtaking landscapes, orchids and the beautiful lush green tea gardens. This train runs on the world's narrowest track that is 2 feet among all the narrow gauge lines in the world. UNESCO has conferred the status of World Heritage Site to Darjeeling Himalayan Railway, which is really a tourist delight in 1999. The total length of the track is 88 kilometers, which goes to the elevation of 2200 meters at a Darjeeling from the 100 meter in the Siliguri. Darjeeling Himalayan Railway is also offer the charter trips on the demand to the tourist, and it is also high in demand for the filmmakers. Further, we will discuss about the various luxury tourist trains of India. As we have discussed earlier in this module that Indian Railway in association with its wing Indian Railway Catering and Tourism Corporation, that is IRCTC, operates luxury tourist trains specifically catering to the needs of the high-end inbound tourist. The marketing and the promotion part of these luxury tourist train is done by IRCTC, whereas the operationals part is handled by the Indian Railways only. Here, in this part of module, we will discuss about these luxury tourist trains in brief. The first and the most famous is Palace on Wheels. The Palace on Wheels is benchmark and probably the most popular luxury tourist train of India among the foreign nationals. The prime motive of its launch is to provide and to promote tourism in Rajasthan and it remained popular since its launch, and again it was refurbished and relaunched in 2009 with all new decor and luxury standards. The concept of the train was derived from the coaches of the rulers in the past, and interior was designed in such a way to give the feel of the royal along with the latest amenities like the satellite television, music, Wi-Fi, attached toilet, running hot and cold water, personal attendants, air conditioning, and almost all those things which is the demand of the luxury. Then comes the Maharaja Express. Maharajas Express is a luxury train that is owned and operated by IRCTC, which runs on 5 circuits covering more than 12 destinations in the northwest and central India. 2 of which started from Delhi includes visit to Taj Mahal and the Golden Triangle, and the remaining 3 itineraries are for the Pan India. This train is voted 5 times for the world's leading luxury train during the World Travel Award from 2012 till 2016, and it is the most expensive luxury train in the world. The Maharajas Express started its operation in 2010 having 23 carriages, which includes accommodation, dining, bar, fine dining restaurant, business center, etc. And it can carry 84 passengers at a time. After that, the Royal Rajasthan on wheels. After the success of the Palace on Wheel, on the similar term, this train was introduced to give a feel of the royalness of the Rajasthan to the tourist. It was launched in the year 2009 by the Indian Railways and covers the attractions Hawa Mahal, Moti Mahal, Sheesh Mahal, Ranthambore National Park, Chittorgarh Fort, Colorado Ghana National Park, Agra Fort, and Taj Mahal. Then the next train is the Golden Chariot. This is a luxury train which runs in the western Ghats of the peninsular India. It runs between Karnataka and Goa and named after the stone Chariot Vithala temple at Hampi. The Golden Chariot operates weekly with 19 coaches in the train which are colored in gold with logo of mythological animal having the head of an elephant and a body of a lion. This train started its operations in 2008 and is run by Karnataka State Tourism Development Corporation. The coaches of the train and the named after the dynasties that ruled the region and having the amenities matching to a good 5-star hotel. The other train is the Royal Orient. The famous Royal Orient takes the tourist for the majestic journey of Gujarat and Rajasthan, which are the states of the historically and culturally vibrancy. This is a seasonal train which runs from September till April and starts the journey from Delhi every Wednesday. Another famous tourist train is the Fairy Queen. The Fairy Queen provides the glimpses of the history to the tourist, and it uses the treasure chest of Indian Railways in the form of its steam engine, which is 145 years old and is the oldest locomotive working on steam in the world. This train provides the first class accommodation to 60 passengers and takes them to an unforgettable 2-day weekend trip from Delhi to Alwar on selected days. The itinerary also includes a visit to the Tiger Reserve, Sariska. The Deccan Odyssey is another famous tourist train in India. The concept of Deccan Odyssey is also taken from the Palace on Wheels to boost tourism in Maharashtra by Indian Railways. This train is a joint venture of Government of India, Ministry of Railways and the Government of Maharashtra. Besides covering the tourist destination, this train also provides a 5-star accommodation on wheels having 2 restaurants, a bar, sauna, business center, and other luxury amenities on board. Deccan Odyssey covers the tourist destinations in the Western Ghats, Deccan Plateau, and the Konkan region. The other high-speed trains and some passenger trains, they are: the first is Duronto Express, is a category of long-distance trains run by the Indian Railways. The special feature of these trains is that they run non-stop from source to destination, barring technical halts. The Rajdhani Express is another one, which is a passenger train service in India connecting New Delhi with other state capitals. Rajdhani means the capital in Hindi and Indian languages. These trains get the highest priority on the Indian Railway network. They are fully air conditioned. Passengers are served complimentary meals during the journey. Then comes the Shatabdi Express trains, which are a series of fast passenger trains operated by Indian Railways to connect metro cities with other cities important for tourism, pilgrimage, or business. Shatabdi Express are day trains and they return to the station of origin on the same day. Then the Gatiman Express is the India's first semi high-speed train that runs between Delhi and Agra in India. It operates at a maximum speed of 160 km per hour and is the fastest train in India. The train takes 100 minutes to cover 188 km journey from Hazrat Nizamuddin to Agra cantonment. The latest introduced is Tejas Express, is India's first semi-high speed full AC train fleet introduced by Indian Railways, featuring newer modern on-board facilities. The inaugural run of Tejas Express was on 24th of May 2017 from Mumbai CST to Karmali in Goa. It covered 551 kilometers in 8 hours and 30 minutes. Then comes Jan Shatabdi Express, is more affordable variety of Shatabdi Express, which has both AC and non-AC accommodation. The word Jan referred to common people. It used to have on-board catering service. Later on, the services were removed. Then another category is the metro rails. The first rapid transit system in India was in the Kolkata Metro, which started operations in 1984. The first elevated mass rapid transit system in India is the Chennai MRTS, which started operations in 1995. Then the Delhi Metro was the first modern metro in India. The Mumbai monorail, which opened on 7 February 2014, is the first monorail of India since the closing of the Patiala State Monorail Trainways in 1927. The last but not the least is the Mahamana Express, is a tri-weekly superfast express operated by the Indian Railways in India, which runs between the cities of Varanasi and New Delhi via Muradabad, Lucknow, Sultanpur and Jaunpur city. In the end, let us summarize what we have learnt in this module. It is only the special tourist trains in India which are very popular among the international tourists, and there is not much to complain about them. These luxury trains can only cater to the needs of only few. So during the conclusion, we can suggest some improvements in other trains might be used by a large number of tourists in the times to come. Since very low percentage of the foreign tourist is using the facilities like rail tour packages, the special efforts are needed and the foreign tourists come to India for the purpose of the leisure, recreation and holidays. This context, additional hospitality measures like playing movies, reception at the stations in local manner, provision of the special waiting halls etc. Results, more enjoyable experience may be provided to them. Though it is good that most of the tourists visit to India due to good word of mouth of their friends and relatives, the role of the electronic or the print media and the travel agents need to be increased. The running tourism promotion campaigns on international channels may be a good idea. Further, different promotional schemes for the travel agents, like sponsoring their trips to the other countries on achieving a specified target, may also improve the volume of the tourists in India. It was found that young tourists were aware more about the foreign tourist quota, and they were also availing more of this quota. Increased awareness may lead to the increased use of the facility. So, efforts should be made that all the foreign tourists who visit India are aware about the facilities provided to them by Indian Railways. Approaching them at the airports at the time when they land up in India and providing them an information booklet containing the facilities given by the Indian Railways, the helpline numbers, and other related information may lead to an increased use of the facilities such as the foreign quota. Safety and security is another issue. Increasing the number of the security personnel in the train as well as the stations and installation of the spy cameras, entry and the exit of the persons after proper scanning, and the separate coaches for the foreign tourists are some of the steps which may be applied in this regard. Railways also need to take immediate action to improve its catering and water management. Thank you.